Okay, so we're finding our favourite seated position, whatever that may be today. And if we just do a couple of gentle twists. Just to begin with, circle the arms around, take your head around with you. Try and keep your lower body still. And as I was just saying, it's just really don't put any pressure on yourself today. You know, we're all feeling a little bit maybe different in the body after coming back into our practices. So just let what will be. And then hands over the knees, and we just round the spine a little, give a stretch across the upper back. And then as we come back up, push down into your fingertips and offer your chest upwards. If it feels okay, look up. And again, bring it back down, hands over the knees, pull back a little bit. And then draw through, push down into the floor, offer the chest up. And then one more time, hands over the knees, pull down, little stretch. And then as you come back up, just hook the shoulders and down, hook the shoulders and down. And then try and keep them down, all right? Even if you are feeling a little bit cold, okay? Hunching your shoulders will not make you any warmer, all right? So just try and let go a little bit. The more you relax, actually, the warmer you will become. So I'm just going to go inside, shutting our eyes, and we'll take a nice long deep breath in through your nose, and then breathing out through your nose. Take a long deep breath in. Breathing all the way back out. Take a long deep breath in. Breathing all the way back out. And this time, take a long deep breath in. And then gently lowering your chin down in towards your chest and hold on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And then gently nodding your chin down in towards your chest and holding on to your breath. Then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Breathing out, lowering down the chin and holding the breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And again, breathing out all the way down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding the breath out. And then raise your chin back up, breathing on in. And breathing out. And just take deep breaths in and out. Try and find now that you're using just a little bit more of your lung space than you did when we started. And if we could clasp the fingers, raise your arms high above your head, squeezing your head a little, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take a rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. Breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. Breathing out, let's lower down your hands. Carefully lift yourself up upon your knees, uncurl your heels, and sit yourself all of the way back. And let's raise up with your chin. Draw your body slowly along the ground. Elbows in, shoulders are down. Curl the toes, sending your hips back, and take your head down through your arms. Draw yourself forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees and sitting back to your heels. Let's breathe in as we draw up and along the ground. Breathing out as we send the hips back and the head down. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. Breathing out, bending the knees and sitting to the heels. Breathing in as you draw the body up and along the ground. Breathing out, pull the belly up underneath you and take the head down. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. Breathing out, bending the knees and sitting on back. Again, let's breathe in, draw your body up and along the ground. Breathing out, sending the hips away, pushing away into the floor. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. Breathing out, bending the knees and sitting on back. One more time, breathing in to draw up and along the ground. Breathing out, send your hips away. And stay in your downward facing dog for me. Now just looking up towards your hands, check out your hands are facing straight upwards with your last little finger going out at a 45-degree angle. And then look back up and check that your feet are about hip distance apart. And then start to tread down one side to the other, moving the hips a little from side to side. And just noticing your body, noticing your energy. Now let's keep the heels back and walk your hands all of the way back in towards your feet. And just taking a hold of your elbows, rock out a little side to side. You can bend your knees if your hamstrings are a little tight here. And then just letting go with your arms. Slowly unroll your spine. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Clasp your fingers up together. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, activate your waist. Take a nice long stretch into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, activate the other side of your body. Stretching through your lats, your waist, your lower back and your hip flexors. Breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, letting arms down. Stepping on up to the top of your mat for me. Hands in at your heart. And let's take a breath in, raising both of your arms. As you breathe out, open the body, dive forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back, take the knee down to the floor and lifting your chin. Breathing out, left leg stepping back and hold to a plank. Breathing in, come down to your knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, upward dog, elbows in, shoulders are down. Breathing in as you lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out, push up to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping on up, lifting the chin, releasing the toes back. And breathing out, step up with your left foot and holding, drawing down into your body. Breathing in, slowly unroll, vertebrae by vertebrae, raise your arms, look up. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, drawing your arms upwards. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, step it all of the way back, release the knee, lift the chin. Breathing out, step back, right leg and hold into plank. Breathing in, down to knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, upward dog, elbows in, shoulders are down. Breathing in to lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out as you push up to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping on up, lifting the chin, releasing your toes. Breathing out, right leg, step it on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open the chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving the body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back. Now just letting that knee come down onto the floor. Just going to come up into a little bit of a chest opener here. So I'm going to place my palms upwards like a cactus. And I want you to try and draw your elbows back, your shoulder blades together, and feel the sensation of opening across the upper body. Now, or you could stay here, or if it feels okay, you could start to raise it open a little, looking slightly up. If that feels uncomfortable, bring it forwards again. And then slowly bring it back down. Keeping your right hand on the floor, curling the toes on the back leg. Lift and draw open to the left, raising your left arm for me. Now you could leave it as such, or you could turn open your front foot and go to the outside edge of your back foot. Just open back a little bit more. You should feel a bit more intensity coming into the left hip. And then coming all of the way back round. And let's step the feet together behind you. And come down upon your knees, your belly and your chest. Taking your feet so they are just about a little bit wider than your hips. Take your right arm across the top of your mat. Left fingers to the floor, coming into our reverse turning cobra. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, raising a little, relax the buttocks and the legs. Look over your shoulder. See if you can see your foot, your left foot, or maybe you can see your right foot too. Again, try not to force, try and relax into it. Then gently bring it back around. Let's go the other way. Bring the arm across the top, fingertips to the floor. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, rise up onto the forearm. Look up over your shoulder. And bring it carefully back round. Hands beneath your shoulders, coming up into an upward dog. Trying to keep the hips on the floor, the legs are on the ground. And releasing back down. Curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing in, push up to plank. And breathing out to your downward dog. Breathing in, step your right foot through. Lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, step your left foot through and fold to your knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open the chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out. out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, folding the body forwards, bending the knees if you need to. Breathing in, step back left foot, release the knee down to the ground. And again, we'll draw back up with the upper body, placing your palms upwards, elbows in alignment with your shoulders. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Try and get that chest opening feeling. And if it felt okay to start to raise your chin a little and look up. And then slowly come back down. Placing down the left hand to the floor, curl the toes, lift the back knee, turning open and looking up towards your right hand. And either stay, or we can turn open the front foot, go to the outside edge of your back foot, and maybe open it back a little bit further. And then coming all of the way back round again, hand to the outside, stepping the feet together behind you, and then come gently down to the knees, the belly, the chest. Now just bring your hands in underneath you. I'm going to start off here, warming up the back muscles by coming through the glutes this time. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, raise one leg up, pushing the leg away. And breathing into lower. Breathing out, raising the other leg up, pressing through the toes. Breathing in. If that feels like it's hard enough, carry on. Try now to lift both of the legs perhaps. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Alright, and again, this might be enough today. In which case, do a couple like that. Or I'm going to add in something just a little bit more intense. We're going to lift up both of your legs. Then squeeze the toes together. Separate them again. And lower them down. So connection with your core is required. As you lift, squeeze, legs together, separate and down. Lift the legs, engage the core, point the toes, connect the toes, keep pointing the toes, release it back down. Again, now lift and squeeze, take it open, release down. Two more if you can. Lift and squeeze. Take it open, release it down. One more time. Lift, squeeze, open and release. Okay, now coming into the half turn, going back. So I'm lifting one leg again and this time sending it slightly back straight. And then bringing it back down. Raise the other leg, lift, send it slightly back. Bring it back down. And this is enough today. Carry on with the straight leg. If you can lift it and bend it and point the toe down to the floor, send it on over. You don't have to go that far today though. Alright, some of you will naturally be able to just go on for it today. Maybe you've already done a practice today, okay? Alright, so just listen to your body. Know what your body's up for. Don't hurt yourself. Coming up for our last one. Alright, then hands in underneath your shoulders. Coming up into your upward dog. Elbows are in, shoulders are down. Should be feeling a little bit freer now. And then slowly lowering. Okay, curl the toes, engage the core, breathing in, push up to plank, breathing out into your downward dog. Breathing in, let's step forwards with your left foot, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, step forwards with your right foot and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, all the way back out to standing. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, dive the body forwards. foot. Leave your right leg at the top of your mat for me. And just drawing down your right elbow to your right knee. Going to come into some arm circles here. So as I draw my left arm forwards, breathing in, circle it, looking back and follow your fingers as they go back. Again, breathing in, come forwards, open and back. Again, breathing in, come forwards, open and circle it back. One more time, breathing in, coming forwards, open, circle it all the way back, keep bringing it back, and then look around and over your shoulder. Try and relax the shoulders, try and roll back your left hip a little. And then let's come on out into extended side stretch. So reaching that arm high above your head, taking down your right hand to the floor in front of your right foot. And looking up towards your thumb if you can. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Alright, now today bring that hand down and place it to the floor. Okay, now from here, roll to the outside edge of your back foot. Okay, and I'd just like you to either step your right foot halfway down your mat, or you can windscreen wipe your feet so one is in front of the other, or you can stack, and we're coming into a side plank. Raising your right arm, okay, really pulling up through the waist. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Bring down your right hand again and step your right foot back up to the top of your mat and take your left foot back down onto the floor. Let's push hard through your right foot and come on up and open out into triangle. Straightening up your front leg, tuck your tailbone under. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, move to the right and let your right hand come down towards your right leg. Left arm coming up, looking up towards your thumb. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Keep tucking under with your tailbone. Trying to feel like your body is trapped between two panes of glass, so you're not rolling forwards or rolling back. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, I'd like to lower that left hand towards your right leg. Take your right hand to your lower back and start to revolve a little. You could bend your right knee if that's a little bit tight today, or you can keep the legs straight and take your hand beyond, and maybe we raise the right hand and look up. Releasing that hand down, bending your knee, bring back over your left arm and come out into warrior two. Again, tuck under with your tailbone, gaze along the center finger, same as with triangle, we want to tuck under and engage with the core. Breathe. This time though, just coming a little bit deeper into the knee. Make any small adjustments that you need to through your feet. Remember, you're not set in stone. Yoga is an evolving process, okay? So we evolve as we're working through the posture. Let's reach towards your back leg into reverse warrior, looking up towards your upper hand. And if you can, straighten the front leg, reach backwards a little bit more. Bending the knee. Start to bring both of your hands over to the floor. Let's turn the back knee and place it down upon the ground. Now turning open your front foot, coming into lizard. Plant your hands on the inside, relax your shoulders and just moving out a little from your hips, easing the body down. Take a nice deep breath here, in through your nose, out through your nose. Now you know how that is feeling for you today. If it's enough, stay as you are. If you can go further, place your foot on its edge. Lower your chest down so your throat comes towards your big toe. And then bringing the body back on up again. Step that foot a little bit further out to the side. And if we can, we're going to draw back up into the hip flexors. So rolling the shoulders open a little, hips going forwards. If it's enough already today, keep your arms down. If you can raise your arms, and it's not too much of a problem for your body, maybe look between your hands, or maybe look towards your thumbs, maybe open it back a little bit. Slowly drawing back down, coming into your half split, moving on to that back knee, digging the heel in, sending the hips back, drawing the shoulders back and pressing from the centre of your chest downwards. Okay, release open. And plot the knees together. Coming into camel. Now today, if you wish to, you can work with the arm rolling, okay? Or we can come straight into reaching around and taking the elbows. So you choose. Taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, offering the chest up towards the ceiling. But remember, you can do the arm circles if that, again, works better for you. That's absolutely fine. If you're happy to take the head back, opening through the throat, maybe reaching along for the back of your legs or your heels. If you do this regularly, it feels good to do that today. Drawing your chin in, engaging the core, and slowly drawing back on up. Slide your hands forward, spread out your fingers, curl the toes, and push off into a high downward facing dog. Again, lowering the heels back. Check out your hand position again. Check out your feet. Try and have everything equal. Okay, now let's raise the right leg up nice and high, bend the knee. Okay, now you don't have to, but if you'd like to try, just reaching back round with your left hand and taking your right foot. And then hand back to the floor. And then let's lock down the big toe, the toe next to it, to the bone above your heel. Draw forwards into your one leg plank. Nice deep breath here, in through your nose and out through your nose. And bring your body up into a high down dog split. And then bring your right foot towards your left hand. Into fallen triangle, back heel to the floor, and raising your left hand up. Really pull up through your waist again. Bring your hand down to the floor, and let's bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Sliding the back leg away. Okay, now of course you can take it as far as you want to today. I'm going to offer up that we just go maybe a little bit deeper into the hips this evening. Alright, so I'm going to offer up that we work the foot up a little bit higher. So as we look down upon it, it's in a straighter line across the top of your mat. So the heel isn't coming down towards your leg quite as much. Then toe back in the back leg, so it's not drifting out to the side. And then using the ground to keep you from rolling over to the right, which is what your body's going to want to do, press downwards. Now this is going to be a lot deeper, coming into the hips. If it's too much, draw the heel down in towards your thigh again. Gently bring it back on up. Let the heel come down maybe a little bit. And if you'd like to, bring up the back leg and take it up into a little quad stretch. Alright, now any other variation that you're working on. So be it you'd like to hook your elbow around and draw your leg in. Be it you want to reach back and take your big toe. Alright, hang on to it. And then again, manoeuvre your body around so that you're facing back round to the front with both shoulders. Alright, let's let that leg go. Take your hands back down to the floor. Curl the toes and push back off into your downward dog. Alright, just walk your legs out again. Alright, after being in that last position. Alright, now just stepping your right foot through to the top of your mat. Take your left heel down upon the floor again for me. I'm going to come up into warrior one. So coming up through the middle. Taking your arms up, trying to keep your hips and your ribs front facing. And maybe either look up between your hands or look up towards your thumbs. Alright, bring your hands down in towards your heart. Turning the back leg so you're up onto your toes. Opening out through with your arms. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to rotate with your left arm coming forwards, right arm going back. And if you can, you're looking back. And then bring it all of the way back. And plant your hands either side of your foot. And gently step the back leg up to the top of your mat and fold. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, opening your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands in towards your heart, letting your arms down. Coming into a couple of balances here. So we're going to come up into your tree, dancer, and half lotus. Okay, if that's working out for you at the moment. So shoulders opening back, picking up your right leg. Pressing the knee open and hands in at your heart. Keep breathing, and if you can, raising your arms. If you can, take your right hand back behind your left. And keep lifting the chin. Alright, now let's slowly let that right hand down. Turning your right leg. And then as we gently start to send the leg back up to the ceiling, let your left arm counterbalance you. And then slowly drawing back in. Alright, so for half lotus, we're receiving the leg from underneath and gently opening it up and coming downwards. Now anything that feels uncomfortable within the knee or the ankle, please choose another posture, okay? Be it flying pigeon or tree for the second time, that would be absolutely fine. Now I'm reaching back around, I'm going to take either the elbow or the big toe. And then from here we can remain standing, or if you're coming down, bending the knee a little. Slowly finding the ground and letting your head draw down hands if that feels good too. And then taking your gaze up, bending the knee as we come up, raising your arms high, extending the leg, push, and then letting it down. Alright, making your way back up to the top of your mat. Alright, let's take a nice deep breath in, breathing out, open the body and dive forwards. Let's step back with your right leg, leaving your left leg at the top and placing your left elbow upon your left knee. And let's come in for the shoulder opener. So we've got the right arm coming forwards, breathing in, circling it all the way back, follow the fingers. And again, bring that arm forwards, breathing in, circle it back, breathing out. Again, breathing in, draw the shoulder forwards, breathing out and opening it all the way back. Feel that release through the pectoral muscles and the shoulder. This time as we bring it back, bring it all the way back. Find the waist, the thigh, and try and draw the right hip open a little bit more. Alright, now let's release back over, your right arm, left hand comes down to the floor if possible, and looking upwards towards your right hand. Bringing both of your hands to the floor, on the inside of your leg. We're going to roll to the outside edge of the back foot, and we're coming into a side plank again. You can either step down your left foot so it's halfway down your mat. That might be enough. You can windscreen wipe your feet so one's in front of the other. You can stack the feet up on top of each other. And then if you can, raising your left hand and pulling up through with your waist. Slowly coming back round and step your left foot back up to the top of your mat and take your right heel on the floor. Push hard through your left leg, come on up, and we're coming out into triangle, straightening up that front leg. Tailbone tucked under, shoulders open back. Slide your body out to the left. Another deep breath in and take left hand down towards left leg. Right arm coming straight up. Breathe, looking up towards your fingertips. Alright, get ready. You're taking a breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering down your right hand to your left leg perhaps. Or you're going beyond, you're maybe bending that left knee for me a little today, or maybe you're just bringing that left arm back up and looking up towards it. So many variations that are all the same thing, just in a slightly different way. What we're looking at here is the rotation through the torso. That's a good bit, you know. The hamstrings will become longer. You will turn it round further, but don't force. Breathe. Now coming back round, we're getting ready to come out into warrior two. So we're bending that left knee and then opening out the back hip a little. Tailbone tucked under, ribs pulled in, and we're coming a bit deeper into the knee. Breathe, deep breaths. And let's reach towards your back leg. Looking up towards your upper hand, coming into your reverse warrior. If you feel you can, let's straighten that front leg and just give a little bit more intensity into the oblique muscles, the front of your body. And then let's cartwheel the hands all the way back down to the floor. And let's turn the back leg and draw the knee down to the ground. Open up your front foot, put your hands side. And let's open up the hips a little here. Gently drawing down on the inside of your leg. Alright, if you want to go a little bit further, just walk along that foot, pop it on its edge, take the left hand beneath, and then lowering, chest coming towards your big toe. Gently draw your body back up again. Pop that foot out to the side a little, and we're getting ready for crescent moon. So hips are drawing forwards. Okay, we're going to bring those arms up towards the ceiling. Perhaps take them down if it's too much. Maybe look up between your hands. Maybe bring the hands together. Maybe open it back a little bit more. Slowly drawing it back down, moving onto that back knee, digging the heel in, shifting tailbone backwards. Alright, so pressing down from the center of your chest. Alright, gently bring it back up. Bring the knees together. At this time, we're going to flip back out onto the toes. So we have the balls of the feet and the heels touching. And we're coming out into a little balance. So pressing the knees downwards, drawing the shoulders back. See if the knees will go a little bit further down to the floor today. Alright, now you can either remain here, or we can move it forwards to have a little practice on crow, okay? So take the hands down towards the floor if you're happy to take this up. Bend the elbows a little. Press your knees to the upper part of the back of your arm. And then gently starting to lean forwards, keeping the head up. See if the feet will come off the ground. Or maybe it's just one foot today. That's okay. And even if the feet don't want to come off the ground at all, that's okay. It really doesn't matter. Just seeing where your body, where your strengths are, where your stamina is today. Alright, once you've finished, back down upon your knees. Prepare to come up into your downward dog. So hands facing straight upwards. Push up with your hips and look up towards your belly. Now let's raise the left leg, bend the knee a little bit, opening the hip. And you can stay here, or maybe we try to take the right hand back towards the left foot, just catching a hold of it. So you have that diagonal balance, maybe a little bit more challenging. And then hand back down. Lock down the big toe, the toe next to it, to the bone above your heel, and come forwards into your one-leg plank, looking ahead. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose, really connecting with your core. And then drawing back up into your down dog split. And then taking through your left leg, all the way up towards your right hand, back heel to the floor, coming into fallen triangle. And then bring your hand back down to the floor, bringing through your left knee towards your left wrist, and walking your back leg away. Alright, now as we did on the other side, I'm just going to offer up that we go a bit deeper. So you're wriggling that foot up. So as you look down upon it, it's a little bit straighter. Okay? Alright, then from here, toe back in your back leg. And as we come forwards, use from rolling over to the left, and then gently ease on down. Alright, so it should be a little bit deeper. If you don't like it, if it's too deep today, come back up and drop your heel down a bit more. Alright, bring it back on up. Maybe draw the heel down a little for balance. Bring back up the back leg. And we're coming into your pigeon posture. So the shoulders are level here. Alright, I'll keep working towards, and then from there, those of you taking it further, you can reach around, take a hold of your elbow. You can use a strap around your foot. What we want to get to a position is that it's okay to hold on to the big toe and rotate. Alright, because once we've got that, just keep holding on to the foot and you're going to be fine, okay? Alright, gently letting that leg down, hands into the floor, curl the toes and we're pushing back off into your downward dog. Yeah, maybe just walk it out a little, ease it on down. Stepping your left foot through, taking your right heel down to the floor, coming up into warrior one. So coming up through the middle, that's it. Lifting up, looking maybe up between your hands or maybe you're looking to your thumbs. Bring your hands in towards your heart, turning your back foot. And then start to open the body out, bringing your right arm forwards, your left arm back, and looking back if you can. And bring your hands back in. Good. Hands down to the floor, lightly step back in your back foot and fold upon your legs. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, all the way back up. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Alright, letting your arms down, open back with your shoulders, coming into our balances. Picking up the left foot. Pressing the left knee open. And then if you're ready, raising your arms up through the middle. Left hand coming back behind your right. Lifting the chin. Nice deep breath. In through your nose. Out through your nose. Let down that left arm, turning the left leg, and then as we gently bring the foot up behind you, lengthening it away, keep the chin coming up a little. And then slowly drawing it back in, receiving that left foot from underneath. Drawing it to the crease at the top of your leg if it's good to do this. If it's not, please either go to flying pigeon, that would be a great one to do today, or go into tree for the second time. Reaching round, either take the big toe or the elbow. If you're folding, bending your knee a little, finding the ground, straightening it back out, and then head drawing downwards. And then taking gaze up a little, slowly unroll, arms coming out, kick the leg away for a second, and releasing it all of the way back down. Good job, everyone. into your tiptoes for me if you can. Please feel free to come down a different way if this is not good for you at the moment. As we lower, bending the knees. And then sitting the bottom down. And then releasing your legs without touching the floor. Okay, I'm going to come into a little bit of a fold forwards here for you. Alright, but I'm going to firstly work into like a wave action with the body. Okay, now you can bend your knees for this one. You could have your knees up a little. If you prefer it, that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to lift up, using my belly, I'm going to lift up and I'm going to draw my body forwards, tuck the head in, and then I'm going to reverse it back. So I want you to imagine your body is like the wave coming down on the beach. Alright, so you're lifting up, coming forwards, and then you're drawing, the water is drawing back into the sea. And again, we're lifting, we're coming down to the beach, and then we're drawing back. That water's receding back off the sand. And again, lift, rolling it forwards, tucking the head in. Get the whole body working together. Now you can do as many of these as you like. Alright, again, if you find active stretching, it gives you just a little bit more release, and it will for some people carry on. If you're happy to take it forwards and stay, and just releasing your body down, letting your head draw down. From there, you could maybe hold the sides of your feet. You could maybe reach your hands over the top and take your heels. You could maybe hold on to your fingers around the ends. All right, just a few different things. If you've got anything else that you prefer to do, by all means. But if you could, drawing your toes up. So you've got a little bit more stretch for the hamstrings. Slowly drawing your body back on up. Alright, just one more little stretch that I want to do today. So I've got the soles of the feet together in front of the body. There's about 2 palms between me and my heels. Feel free to sit on a block if you prefer. I'm going to put my fingertips gently to the floor, and I'm going to let this arm rock on over so I get that long side stretch. Then I'm pressing out from my lower back to reach forwards and around. Place those fingertips to the floor, and now stretch out from your waist, and then reaching forwards again. You might be in the sand again, maybe you're draping your fingers through the water, reaching it out from the waist, and then maybe you're drawing a little bit of a circle in the sand around your mat. And again, reaching on over, press it over, and then bring it around. You should feel all these transitions of movement in the back. Again, reach out from the waist. Feel the latissimus dorsi muscle getting that release. Reaching around, quadratus lumborum, lower back, inner thigh muscles, hips. It's all getting involved. Reaching it over, and all the way around, big stretch. Can we do 2 more? Stretch it out from the waist, and then as you press out as far as you can, let those fingers reach round. One more time, over the top, and then again, coming all the way around. Okay. Now I'm going to take you down into your relaxation. You can do a number of things here, okay? You can lie flat on your back, okay? You can put something over your eyes to help you just go a little bit more inside. You can put your feet up the wall, alright? If that feels better for you to do. You can lay upon your belly. You can lay upon your side, alright? I want you to feel comfortable. Once you're on the floor, you can bring the soles of your feet together. you can keep your feet on the ground. Alright, you can put something underneath your lower back. There are hundreds of variations of relaxation, but it comes down to the same thing. Alright, it wants to be that you can just switch off, just for a couple of moments. Alright, so I'm going to talk you through. I'm going to talk you through firstly with the breath. So take a really lovely deep breath in, and then breathe out really hard, and getting rid of all the dead air at the bottom of your lung space. Again, take another deep breath in, breathe out, and this time take a deep breath in, and just this time with your mouth shut, sigh into your body. And now just letting your eyebrows raise, relaxing your mouth and your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, and relaxing your arms. Feel your muscles in your back heavy on the ground. Relaxing your legs, your feet. And just releasing any tension you can feel in your body. Try and, in your mind, gather it all up in a little bundle and just send it out through the bottom of your feet. Try and draw your mind into using maybe a mantra or a word or a sequence of words that means something to you, and repeating them over. Or maybe you just imagine your mind is just a completely blank page, completely blank piece of paper, nothing on it. Just for a moment or so, just letting your body be. And the art of relaxation is just as much as your practice of your asanas. But just as much as we focus on the movement, we focus on the stillness. It's not easy. There will be things that come to you, things that need your attention, but sometimes just let them go, let them wait. Letting go just a little bit more. Just letting go of the physical body, the muscles, the bones. Letting go of the ligaments, the intricate muscles. And most of all now, we're letting go of our practice. We're letting go of everything that it meant to us today, be it the physicality, the movement, be it the time out for you at the end of your busy week. Whatever it was, we're just letting it go. It served its purpose and we no longer require it. Just starting to focus again on your breathing. And if you're very happy in the position that you're in and you want to stay there for a little longer, you know that that's okay. you're ready to start to come away from your practice and coming back into your Friday evening, and we're breathing a little bit more purposefully, and we're starting to stretch our fingers and toes. And decide today, do you want to hug your knees, or do you want to stretch your arms above your head? You can do either, you can do both. It doesn't matter, we've got plenty of time. So you just find a way of naturally moving. When you're ready, the feet will come to the floor and you'll roll over to one side for a couple of breaths. And then you'll gently encourage the body back upright. When you get there, focus in your own darkness on your breathing. That breath that keeps you alive, focus on it. Let's breathe together, raising both of your arms above your head. Come to a high namaste. And as you breathe out, come down to your crown, your third eye, your throat, and checking in at your heart. And we can offer a namaste to each other. We can finish with a single arm if you wish. Deep breath in. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Let's pass out a little bit of good energy to the universe, okay, to anybody who needs it. And hopefully you'll have a lovely weekend, okay, albeit quite peaceful, quite quiet.